Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And She-Ra, we've got another She-Ra video for you. We weren't going to do two back-to-back She-Ras, but apparently it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, expect She-Ra because I just keep putting out more and more, and it just gets better and better.
It gets better and better. They did drop another clip today on both on Twitter and on YouTube. Now, yesterday, last night actually, we did a reaction to the first clip, the Catra clip. We had over 550 people on at one point, and the overwhelming majority were not impressed with what they saw. We had like 2 or 3 people that were like, yeah, it's okay. The overwhelming majority were not impressed with what they saw. And you know, the funny thing about that is we went to the DreamWorks YouTube page on the original video, and you know, it was all sunshine and kittens over there.
Well, not just that. There was like, it's supposed to be up for hours, and there was only like 50 comments at the time.
Yeah, it was like 5,000 views and like 50 comments.
And
they were
hours later, 5,000 views and 50 comments.
Right, and they were almost all positive, and we actually had people pop into our live stream say they left comments, and those comments never appeared. So they were screening comments before they posted them. And before we show you the new clip, this clip dealing with awkward She-Ra and Swiftwind, we have to go out and find this version on, well, I'd say on DreamWorks, but it's not on DreamWorks. It's actually on IGN. They're publishing it on IGN today, and it's already got a bunch of downloads.
Yeah, look what happens when they aren't censoring everybody and you know, removing the downvotes.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking, you know, a pretty decent ratio of downvotes compared to the Twitter version.
And yes, that's Kowl, that flamingo butterfly looking thing. Plushie is Kowl.
Kowl is a plushie. Apparently, Kowl is a plushie in a new She-Ra. People were wondering where Kowl and Madame Raz are, and apparently Kowl is just a plushie. So, should we proceed?
Yeah, you need to start it again. There you go.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Hopefully, we don't get demonetized here.
Okay, I get it. I'm guessing the people of Brightmoon are going to be a little less welcoming of a Horde soldier than you led me to believe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little?
How little?
Think pitchforks and torches.
Pitchforks and torches.
I thought he was so positive and
people of
upbeat.
Brightmoon have been really hurt by the Horde. Everyone here has
Give me a
lost someone
talkie-talkie.
in the war. You can't
I had
blame
to
them
explain
for
it
being
to
a little
you.
suspicious.
Sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault.
Well,
And
yeah, it
once they
kinda
get to
is.
know
You're
you,
part of the
people
Horde.
of
It's your
Brightmoon are
fault.
going to trust you just like Glimmer and I already.
Now, I want to bring up a point here.
Okay, my mom
All
got
right,
away,
we're gonna
but
pause it.
A month away, and oh my god. Glimmer. Now, if you remember last time we saw Glimmer, she zaps one distance with Adora, and she's like, falling over from exhaustion. She pops in and out this
She
whole
left
way
Bo to die.
through the stupid clip, including taking Bo out of it, and she's absolutely fine.
Well, you know, maybe she was going further. Maybe she was exhausted.
I don't
Maybe
think so.
she-
Anyway,
I don't know.
it could be, but I'm just like, if you're popping, but she pops all over the place. Watch, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, she pops all over. All right, so let's Glimmer. I already, she's not my best friend. I already can't stand her.
but no one panic.
What?
I said no one panic! Don't worry,
Yeah.
she'll love you. All you have to do is use the sword to transform into She-Ra before she gets here.
Wait, we're jumping straight to She-Ra with your mom? Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't think
my
my mom is
God.
going to buy, hey mom, we found a Horde soldier, can we keep her?
Oh, the knee
Love
slapper.
She-
This is like, I mean,
Oh my
again,
god,
this is
like, oh my god.
this is Steven Universe level. This is Steven Universe. This is like, oh my god, like so random. Like I found a Horde soldier, and I want to talk about the Horde soldier thing after we do our LOL so random
She-Ra,
humor.
we can ease her into the Horde stuff later.
Glimmer, look, I don't know if I can just turn on She-Ra. I've only done it when someone was in danger before, and it felt
Oh,
a
I
little...
can turn on
Now,
She-Ra's
here's-
Catra.
last time.
Pause it for a second.
How all of this stuff
She's like, one, she's gonna cut her hands off, but two, she's like, I don't know if I can turn on She-Ra. How does she know? She did it one time, right? But you know,
can't hold
for
a sword
for
like
her
that.
understanding, she could just turn, because She-Ra as a sword, she's She-Ra.
You can't hold this.
That's what I'm
sword
saying.
like
She's gonna
that.
cut her hand
You're
off,
gonna
her
cut
fingers
your
off.
Fingers off.
How hard can it be?
And now let's turn a different
Sword,
direction.
magic words.
Look, oh look, I'm not tired.
Hey, you're gonna do great, okay? Bo and I will go buy you some time. Just hang out here with the sword and think She-Ra thoughts. I believe in you.
Look, oh look, she's completely fine.
Okay, sword.
I believe in you. Yay, I'm
You
not
and me
exhausted
now,
at all after I
so,
popped all over the place.
Oh, you can teleport.
For the
Let's
honor
do
of
this.
Brad.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Horde soldier next to
captain of the guard.
Captain of the guard, and she trips on the damn floor.
Oh no, she caught it in the curtain. And then she tripped on the floor.
Does this look like a captain of the guard to you?
Who's been training her whole life.
Who's been training in the military her whole life? Original She-Ra had a freaking cannon. She had a big laser gun in her room, and she kicked all kinds of ass. As Adora, I mean, she was a badass, regardless of whether or not she was brainwashed into joining the Horde. She knew her military tactics. This is not a soldier.
Oh, look, it's Horsey. Oh no, so she had to cut the curtain so she can make herself a cape. She's whipping that sword around. She's gonna cut the horse's head off.
Now, somebody did make a point. So, the horses we said before we thought it might be Swiftwind. Other people said Arrow.
I thought I said Arrow. I didn't think it was gonna be Swiftwind. But no.
Horsey. Yeah, they don't call the horse Spirit, and the reason for that probably is because DreamWorks has a Spirit show with a horse. So Spirit's gonna be called Horsey.
Horsey now. Horsey.
That's
and they got me a name for the horse. Horsey! Oh, Best Friends Club! Oh my god!
This is much better. There's actually room to move around here. Ready to see something cool.
This is not how a soldier would act.
Well, they don't have proms in it's soldiers in Theria. We have genocide and proms.
Yeah, Horsey won't even have any of your shit. Horsey's done with you.
Because when you deepen your voice, that
when you act more like a man.
You're not
So she
allowed to be a man.
She can't figure the sword out. And
now she's
awkward again. I'm like, okay, she is a soldier. She was trained. Have you ever seen like a militant, radical, like even as a teenager? Like, I mean, they're not gonna trip over their own feet. I'm sorry, they're just not gonna trip over their own feet.
She falls off of a Horde vehicle and lands in the ground. It falls, doesn't die and is fine. But she can't do this.
Like if she was just some random teenager, I'd be like, yeah, but no.
Oh, come on. Glimmer's counting
It
on
gets
me.
better, guys. Hold on.
Me hanging here. For the honor of Grayskull!
They got it to work a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get this here. This is. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, it's Spirit.
Okay.
That's Swiftwind.
Or Swiftwind. No, I'm sorry, can't call Spirit. That's my reaction. Swiftwind was an accident.
Yeah, Swiftwind was an accident now.
Was an accident.
Cowl's a plushie.
Swiftwind's an accident. Cowl's a plushie.
Dora can't move a sword to save her life and is a complete klutzy idiot.
I'm gonna hate the show.
But there's prom.
There is prom. There's Horde. Was it Horde prom?
I don't know. It's prom.
Horde prom where She-Ra and Catch. The show is. I don't even know who this show's for.
You know what pisses me off about this whole thing? They've gone out of their way to take every element of She-Ra out except for the names of the characters. So it's no longer She-Ra. The body type's gone. The Theria and all, how it was, her being the sister of He-Man, gone.
Yeah.
Everything is gone. They pretty much just kept the names and that she's got a sword. And then they're like, and it's She-Ra. See, this is not She-Ra. This is not She-Ra, people.
And this is the problem when you reboot an existing franchise with an existing fan base. There are expectations from the existing fans. Now, if this had been a brand new show, I'd look at it and go like, that looks dumb. And probably wouldn't have watched it. But because, it's part of it. I mean, this is the first new Masters of the Universe media that we've gotten, short of the stupid commercials, in like 17 years.
Right.
16 years. And, it's just, this is not...
That's what I'm saying. It's like there's nothing about this as She-Ra. No. They went out of their way to get rid of the body types. They went out of their way to get rid of, anything that was related to the actual She-Ra other than the names.
Yeah.
And, Angela's Grimler's mom. Other than that, and Hordak's bad. They've gone out of their way to get rid of, keep the names, keep the base, but that's it. It's just not She-Ra. Everything that's about She-Ra is not here.
It's almost like a parody of She-Ra.
Yeah, it's a parody of She-Ra.
It's so, people, they're very quick. The media is very quick to call out the the flaws in the original show, but this is not going to age well.
Oh yeah, the original show sucks compared to this. This is Mobius and Miyazaki level.
This is Miyazaki.
Right there.
I'm just surprised they didn't have any fart jokes when like Glimmer told. But this is Steven Universe. It's literally. I mean, this is Steven Universe. They took She-Ra and they put a coat of Steven Universe paint on it.
They didn't coat it. They doused it.
They doused it. They doused it and lit it on fire. But
it's She-Ra because we say so.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't have a problem with them changing like the ethnicities of characters. I have absolutely no problem with that. And honestly, for as much as we're making fun of it, I don't mind that they made Glimmer or any of the characters a little chubbier.
I think it's the tone.
But it doesn't really fit being a warrior.
No, it doesn't. And just kind of I think for me, it's just the tone of it. It's like, this is not...
It's Magical Girl slapstick now instead of,
slapstick. Yeah, even Sailor Moon took itself more seriously than this is taking. This is very much, this is like it's like watching a Tumblr webcomic. I mean, and that's, again, this is what would you expect from people they came from Tumblr, but I don't think it's going to age well. I don't think this show is going to age well at all.
You're taking everything that made it She-Ra away and saying it's still She-Ra. It's not She-Ra.
No.
It's like... You characters that use the names for, but other than that, they are not the characters. These are not the characters. She-Ra wouldn't have fallen on her ass with the sword getting caught in a curtain.
No.
There wouldn't be I'm sorry, prom. I would say nerd prom, but we won't.
It was a horde prom.
Basically, I had a shitty prom when I was younger. It didn't go, or it didn't go the way I wanted it to. So now I'm gonna relive the prom. Now that I'm in charge, bitches. I mean, it's just like it's like, and I don't have words. I just.
Friendly media is in full swing right now, and everybody's kind of we did run over the
the EW article yesterday.
The EW article yesterday, and the infuriating New York Times article.
What do you want about the boots? Cool boots. Her boots are balls. Her boots look like marshmallows. They're literally marshmallow shaped boots on her feet.
Yeah,
they're not cool
what's
boots.
This one? This is from the Columbus Dispatch, that bastion of journalistic integrity. So this is
again campy original. They're all saying the same things. Were they given
campy,
this by
awful.
They all have the exact same things. So I think they're being told by make sure you mark that it's campy. Make sure you mark that it's all women, because diversity, which isn't diversity when you're all women. I'm just saying that's not what diversity means.
That's what they're going here for. Animation is still very male oriented. Not really. So this is the first time I've worked with so many women. So Josie Campbell, the story editor who wrote the episode Princess Prom.
Already, your credibility is shit because you wrote Princess Prom for She-Ra.
The original She-Ra
Princess Prom.
The original She-Ra was actually, look, I mean, are there faults with it due to its age?
Oh yeah, it has a cokiness in some places.
But when they created the show, it wasn't meant to be. It was actually meant to be a kind of quasi-serious fantasy adventure superhero
with
story,
morals and
right,
lessons,
like Wonder Woman, and now it's just sort of reduced to this like LOL, slapstick Tumblr humor.
But the '80s one's campy. That Swift Wind. No, that's not campy. Catra, She-Ra at prom, dipping each other. That's not campy. But this, the '80s is campy.
Awkward Adora, who's supposedly a trained soldier. This doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. And obviously she wasn't trained very well because, like you said, she wouldn't be holding sword by its blade with the edge going into the palms of your hands. Like, come on. And again, I can't
you can
show...
hold it like the way when it's flat. They had her holding it sideways right over her fingers. I'm like...
If you watch The Secret of the Sword, you watch the origin of the original She-Ra, and you will see that she was a badass military commander. I mean, she even though anytime she had any questions about the Horde, Shadow Weaver would sort of like wipe her memory or whatever, but she was a trained killer. She was a soul, and that was what...
Yeah, she was badass.
And that's what made her story so powerful, more so than He-Man's, because He-Man was this pampered prince,
right?
Who,
she was a strong female character.
She was strong. She was strong as Adora, and she was strong as She-Ra, and they kind of reduced her to a joke.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have to turn into a giant to be She-Ra. She didn't have to, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely, like I said, if it was its own show, I'd be like, okay, it's not really, whatever, it's not for me. But this is She-Ra, which is definitely for me. It was my thing. It was totally my jam. And then you took it and you took everything away from it that made it She-Ra, except the names. And then you're like, but it's She-Ra now, and you're going to like it. It's like, I'm not gonna like it because it's garbage.
And there were a couple articles out there. I don't have them pulled up, but there were some articles, were basically like, oh my god, like all those haters online. It's like, again, the point of this being, when you mess with an existing property and you tell the fan base to go piss off, it doesn't play well. And this is, obviously, the She-Ra is looking for a new audience. They'll maybe find it, but I think this is gonna be in the same niche as Steven Universe, where you're gonna have a bunch of Tumblr fans that watch it, probably early 20-somethings, and its kids aren't gonna care, and the adult fans of the original show,
our daughter thinks it's like garbage,
aren't gonna care. Yeah, my daughter, who watches Wings Club and all that kind of stuff, she doesn't care.
She's like, this is what?
She's like, she's just gonna go back to watching YouTube or something. Yeah, she's not gonna watch this. So, I don't know. You got any final thoughts?
I can't even.
Sure we'll get more tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be. Yeah, I'm sure. Just wait. I'm sure there'll be more She-Ra videos. Sorry, guys, if you're tired of hearing about She-Ra, but they're really ramping it up, and it's not the best. They're not bringing their best. I'm just saying, if this is the best, we got problems.
I think they're trying to. They're looking for that specific audience that they want.
I thought that was supposed to be for kids.
It's not for kids. It's for young adults.
Because if you make her an idiot and make her clumsy and dumb it down, that's for kids.
She-Ra's like me. She's such a doofus. I don't want to watch a Wonder Woman movie where Wonder Woman is a doofus.
I'm sure we'll do that soon too, because we have to make her more relatable. Because that makes it a better character and a much better written story. And if She-Ra is a doofus, and because it makes her more relatable.
Yeah, but the thing is that there are certain kinds of heroes that are relatable, and there are certain kinds of heroes that, like, okay, Spider-Man works as kind of a doofus because he was an everyday kid that becomes Spider-Man. But I wouldn't expect them to give Superman the same treatment as Spider-Man. Superman is Superman. He's an icon. Wonder Woman is an icon. They're a hero you look up to.
She-Ra is an icon.
She was the Wonder Woman of our generation. She really was. I mean, she was like a super powerful character. And again, she was powerful as Adora before she became She-Ra. And think what you will about the campiness of the original show or whatever, or how it aged.
You don't get to call that campy with what we're seeing on this.
Yeah.
There's this is just as campy as anything you saw from the 80s. You don't get to say this is not campy. This is campy as hell. So
this is not going to age well. This show is not going to age well at all. I mean, for all their credit, and that's the thing too. It's like, look, you're living in glass houses. You don't trash talk the original show, which was groundbreaking and unique and ahead of its time. It really was ahead of its time. You don't thrash the show, thrash the people who are fans of it, thrash the people who worked on it, thrashing the voice actors who worked on it.
Call it campy. Make sure all your PR people get all the news articles to say it was campy and bad.
The New York
Times.
They
admit they didn't watch it. Most of them are like, I didn't actually watch it, but it's campy and shit.
Yeah, and then turn around and create something that in 5-10 years from now is going to be very, very dated, and it's not going to stand the test of time.
But this is the epitome of good writing. The epitome of amazing animation. Even though you pause it in a place, it looks like garbage. But this is the epitome of amazing animation. This is Miyazaki and Mobius level, unlike the 80s. And everything about this is superior. With her whatever that looks like a hand grabbing her face, it's supposed to be her hair. But this is superior.
I don't know. I just don't. This is. Again, you can say it's not for us. That's fine. But when you take,
you don't get to tell me it's not for me. I get to make that decision.
Right, and when you take something that has an existing fan base, it immediately the assumption is it's also for the people who grew up with that original show. And these Hollywood types, they don't understand it. They don't get it. We're seeing this time and time again. Star Wars. And it's a good example. Marvel Comics characters being kind of dragged through the mud. We see it over and over again, and then they constantly insult the fans who kept the franchise alive. Nobody would care about She-Ra at all. It would have been this 80s toy that nobody cared about if the She-Ra and He-Man fandom hadn't kept it alive as long as they did. Because it meant so much to them as children. It would have been this stupid little toy line that nobody really cared about. They forgot about it. It just sort of disappeared down the memory hole. But because there are so many passionate fans out there that love this franchise, love this universe, and love the characters, it means something to them. You don't diss them. You don't throw them under the bus.
You say, oh, I love it so much. It was such an iconic, important show. But I hate everything about it. And I'm changing everything about it. And those of you who liked it are idiots. I mean, this doesn't even make sense.
No.
And the thing is, you say it's not for people. As soon as you put the name She-Ra on it, you immediately made it for certain people. Because the people who grew up with She-Ra, immediately, they're the fans, the longtime fans that have stuck with it, it should have been for them immediately. And you could have easily reached a compromise that appeased everyone, appealed to everyone, appeased everyone. You know what I mean? You could have easily reached that compromise, but there is no compromise here. It's this, whatever this is, and She-Ra. And if you don't like whatever this is, well, you just, get over yourself. Don't watch it then. Don't watch it.
Well, no, we won't. That's the thing. I mean,
people
we will
just because they're going to hate it.
Yeah, people will hate watch it. But what's going to happen is the support. If you diss the fans, the franchise fans, the fans have kept it. They're not going to watch it. Or if they do, they're probably not going to like it, and they're probably going to not really push it to their kids. They're not going to buy toys. Toy sales are huge, especially Mattel right now. They're what's Mattel pushing? Classic figures, because they know.
Yeah, well,
they
Mattel,
know.
Where are my dolls?
Where's your brushable hair?
It's almost Christmas. And I very much would have asked for those for Christmas, but I still don't have it. I'm brushable hair. If they bring out toys, they better have brushable hair. But
Horsey might have brushable hair.
I'm just saying.
Horsey, can you imagine like the playset, like the Adora and Horsey playset? Awkward Adora. It's like push a button on her back and she trips, falls on her ass. Yeah. Girl power.
She almost cuts the horse's head off with a sword, but
I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. I think people will watch it regardless. I think it's like you guys are gonna have to work on DreamWorks is gonna have to work on building a brand new audience for the show, because I don't think the old school fans are gonna have any of this. And this hasn't even hit like the main most people aren't even aware it's coming out. It'll just drop on Netflix one day and people are like, oh my god, She-Ra, and then they'll be like, oh my god, what did you do to She-Ra?
Yeah. Nerd prom
and
awkward She-Ra, and Swiftwind is turned to Swiftwind because she accidentally blasted him with the sword. Now she used a sword originally to turn him into Swiftwind, but not.
Yeah, but she had the power to choose when her horse turned into Swiftwind. Now, what we know of Swiftwind too is Swiftwind has a voice actor, so Swiftwind does talk, and as I understand it, Swiftwind sings too. So we're gonna go full Steven Universe with musical numbers. I'm out. I'll watch it just to see how bad it is, but
and you know what kills me?
I don't care.
If it does do bad, and it's gonna but they're not gonna admit it. But if it does do bad, it's because of all these bad decisions they made, and somehow it's gonna be our fault.
It'll be no, it won't be your fault. It'll be my fault. It'll be all the men who hated She-Ra will tank new She-Ra, just like they tanked Ghostbusters,
just like they tanked Solo.
Yeah.
It's all the men's fault, the male's fault, and it's never their fault. It's never their fault for doing a shitty job. It's always somebody else's fault.
It's never their fault for castigating fans, calling fans out, telling fans you don't want them. You don't want them, so you're probably not gonna get a lot of the old school fans. You're not, and this is exactly why this show. Could you imagine them playing these clips at PowerCon? I mean, you thought the reaction of Thundercats Roar was bad. This is not going to go well. So,
I just want to refresh this and see where we're at on this here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this. This is this climate. It's like for everyone to go here, you're getting almost as many, half as many downvotes, and it's just comments are pouring in now. Looks great to me, yeah. Well,
wow, Anime Eyes, Swords, fantasy setting, sassy horse, real original content, guys.
So here you're allowed to say whatever. Just so you know, if you're watching this, apparently on IGN, you can say what you want to say, and they're not going to censor it. So, there you go. Do with it as you will. All right, so we're going to go.
Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to log off this Neon and Geeky for CLOWNFISH TV. Hoping I'll have another video soon. I was actually going to talk about Doctor Who.
He's going to do Doctor Who video.
And it's not really going to be a hate video, just an observational.
Right, and then we'll probably do some more creation stuff this week.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right.
And when She-Ra's over, then we can move on.
Yes. Hopefully get our comic up soon.
Yeah,
so.
right.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.